Willie D Live.
What's up, family? An Amber Alert has been issued for 7-year-old Jamal White, who police say was abducted at gunpoint outside his Milwaukee home on Friday evening. According to the Milwaukee Police Department, Jamal was taken around 7 p.m. on July 11 by a suspect driving a white Jeep Renegade SUV. The individual was reportedly wearing a black hoodie, black face mask, and was armed with a handgun. Surveillance footage shows Jamal riding his bike when the SUV turns around and heads towards him. In the video, Jamal can be heard screaming and calling for his father. This is what the suspect's vehicle looks like. If you have any information as to where this uncivilized mutt may be, you're encouraged to call the Milwaukee Police Department. Family, straight up, this is a parent's worst nightmare. I do not want to blame the victim, but this reminds me of a situation where one might be at a funeral and the pastor or the person delivering the eulogy might say, if there's anyone who's looking for a new church home, come now. If you ain't got your life together, get it together before your time expires. We gotta stop letting these kids play outside by themselves. We're not in that type of society anymore. It's not that type of world, at least not in the United States. There are too many uncivilized mutts running amok. Way too many. We don't have a sense of community anymore. It used to be, man, if we see something, somebody strange in the neighborhood, we see somebody on the street, somebody say something. You see a car coming down the street you never seen before, everybody watching. We looking after each other. They should find this uncivilized mutt, because with all of this technology and cameras everywhere, I really don't believe that that Ring camera that was caught on the neighbors, from the neighbor's house, is the only camera that caught him. Everybody has a camera these days. Everybody. So I'm sure they could find this uncivilized mutt if they wanted to. All they gotta do is treat Jamal like he's a police officer. And that uncivilized mutt will be captured in an hour. You ever notice how when police get shot, police officers get whooped? Anything bad happened to a police officer, they find out who did it just like that. They always find him. So all they got to do is act like he's a police officer. Act like they're one of yours, you know? Yeah, that's all they got to do. Act like Jamal is a police officer, and they'll find out who snatched him. They will find the uncivilized mutt who snatched him. They are so good at widening that net that they can tell oftentimes where the car originally took off from. Yeah. Sometimes they can trace the car, the video footage, bring them directly to the damn suspect's home address. So they can find out who kidnapped that boy if they really wanted to. They just gotta want to use the resources. See, when it's one of them, they ain't got no problem. It's all hands on deck. They ain't got no problem using up all the resources. They will deplete every resource they have to bring a cop killer to justice, to bring somebody to justice who whooped on a cop. But for some reason, citizens don't get the same consideration. The taxpayers, the people that pay for those vacations for them, and send their kids to school and, pay for the food that's on their tables, the clothes on their backs, the roof over their heads, the cars that they drive. Somehow those people don't get the same consideration. But yeah, with all this technology, fam, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to find out exactly who kidnapped that boy. Family, I repeat, stop letting your children play outside alone. You have to keep your eyes on them at all times. Even if it's just for the safety purposes of them not wandering off into the street and getting hit by a car. There is no way possible. I've never allowed my kids to play outside alone unless they were in the backyard and I'm looking at them in the backyard the entire time. I can see them. I'm watching them the entire time. I see what's going on. But other than that, oh no. I won't leave them in the backyard by themselves without having, a watchful eye on them. You gotta stay on your pivot, as my boy, Big Ant would say. At all times, you got to stay on your pivot, man, because these uncivilized mutts are running amok and they will destroy your life. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.